Welcome back, traders. I've got a lot to talk about today. Today was again super exciting in the crypto space as well as the Bitcoin mining space. But first, I would like to talk about the channel for a second. We are at 89 subscribers. We're so close to 100. So if you are not subscribed, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Right now, it's a huge, huge thing for the channel. 100 is subscribers is a big milestone for a new budding channel. So if you are not subscribed, that would be a huge help to the channel, and I would greatly appreciate that. All right, into the content. For the first off, let's look at the SPY. Why do I want to look at the SPY? Because the SPY made a new all-time high today. The old all-time high was right here at this white line at 480. I actually made a good amount of money off this cup and handle right here. So let me turn this into a line chart. It's an ugly one, but you can see right here, right? Cup, handle, about halfway down the cup. And I drew this line, I don't know, yesterday or the day before, and then took off from there. Much like, if we go to the weekly chart, exact same thing happened. I've been watching this for a long time. We had a big cup right here that went 456, came all the way down to almost 400, 408, and then from there launched us into our new all-time high. I do think this is going to go higher before it goes lower. I think that 500 is definitely within grasp. I don't know when. I do think we'll probably back test 480 before we get there. Now, that doesn't mean that a recession isn't coming. That doesn't mean that we don't have economic headwinds coming at us very soon. I mean, honestly, we often do make all-time highs before we see a big correction in the market. So I'm pretty excited about this. We had a double bottom here that we just came off of at 478. And I don't think this is the full move. I think that we might get into the 485s, even 490s in the coming weeks and months. So keep an eye on that. That's pretty cool. I was very excited about that. I made some money off that. If you're wondering what this indicator here is that you're seeing, like the plus signs and the triangles and the flag and the dot, let me know in the comments, and I'll make a whole video just about this indicator and how I'm using it and what I'm looking for on it. But I'm not going to go over that right now. Anyways, let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin today, this is a 30-minute chart. Bitcoin came underneath this shelf here, volume, dropped all the way off, went sliced right through that one little support down here at 41.2, came to our ascending trend line, just like I thought it would. Just like I thought it would. I think that was yesterday. No, that was today. Today came down to our trend line. Just like I've been saying it's going to do. And now that we've hit that trend line, now the question is, are we going to fail in this uptrend here and break this trend line and come down into the high 38s, into the high 30s? Is that going to happen? Is that what's next for Bitcoin? Let me get my parallel channel out. Let me draw one right there, like that, right here. So you can see we're actually at the top of this thing right now, right? We're at the top of this thing. We came back to the middle. Right now we're getting a doji. It's indecisive. We'll see. Let me turn on my indicator for a second. On the hourly, that looks like this could pop up, maybe come touch the 50 here. This red is the 50 SMA at 42.3, and we might come back down. Right now, we're trapped in between the 5 and the 50. We'll see. Let's see. What about on a lower time frame? What's going on there? Yeah, that was green. Came up, hit the 50 on the 1 hour, and rejected there. So that's not super great. What about on a 1 day? Let's see what we look like on a 1 day. On a 1 day, yeah, at the bear flag back here, we got a red triangle followed by a red flag right here, meaning that the green line went underneath the red line. We're still in a squeeze here, which is what the plus signs mean. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's indecisive right now. We're getting a doji on the day. So Bitcoin, we don't know what's going to happen with Bitcoin. But I would like to say, came and hit my trend line, bounced right off my trend line. Like even in the lower time frames, we can see it just went right off my time frame. Did some tweezers and took off. And now we're going to build some more liquidity and either move back up or break down. That's basically all we're doing right now. So we're waiting for this. On a smaller time frame, we're waiting for this. Boop. We're waiting for this line to either follow through down and then bounce and continue up, or to break out of it and go down further. That's what we're waiting for. So we'll see. we'll see on Bitcoin. So let's see what happened with Marathon today. Marathon Digital went under $16. In fact, it went under $15 today. It went down to $14.62 today, and you better believe I was buying. As you can see here, right to the bottom of the channel here that I've had on this chart forever, right to the bottom of it, and then it bounced off the bottom. Now it's trying to slowly find its way back to the middle. It might reach $17 here, so this is where resistance will be. Right now it's actually at a point of resistance. There's not tons of it, but it's there. If it gets through that, we're going to come back up to this, about $17. That's where we're going to be tested. Are we going to continue up from there? Was this the bottom and we're going to go up from here? Or is this going to be the resistance that brings it back down and eventually get down to that $13 level? But I was very happy to pick up some more under $15. Honestly, even $16, I'm not too upset about picking it up there either. That's what's going on with Marathon. CleanSpark. CleanSpark came precisely to my line. Got into my little buy zone, came all the way down to my line. I now have, I think, 300 shares of CleanSpark. I've been buying since $8. So since $8, all the way up here, I've been buying 20 like every day, and came down here to 643, bounced right off my line. Now that is a pretty bullish candle right there, so I'm not exactly sure if this is the bottom or not. It might be, but we will be tested at 727 as to whether or not. I mean, honestly, we're getting tested right now at $7, and then we'll get tested again at 727 if there is strength. I don't know if there is or not. We're above the 50, but not much higher on the 50 on the RSI. If this breaks down, we will probably break through this line and come down to my next line here at $5, because there's really not much below it down to $5. So that's what I'm waiting for right now. But you know, under $8, I'm just accumulating. That's it. Bit Digital again also came down, hit my line, bounced right off of it. I love it when they do that. Again, I was buying down here at 240. I got about 200 shares at 240 of Bit Digital. And like I always say, this is not financial advice nor a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. This is simply what I am doing with my portfolio based on the price action that I have decided for myself is appropriate for my own buying plan. So I've started accumulating my Bit Digital as well. So 240, I bought some. It's a good price, in my opinion, and I like it there. I do think it could come lower. I think it might hit 260 and then come down here and break this level, and we might see a $2 Bit Digital, but I'm not banking on it, so I'm going to start nibbling, as I have started nibbling today. Bitfarms went under $2. I bought a few hundred of this as well. Same thing, came to my line, hit my line at 210-ish, was it 206? Hit my line, went below it for a little while, about, what, 4 hours, half the day was down there, and then it came right back up. And now we're being tested here. If we get above this, you better believe we're going to probably shoot up to like the top of this channel at least, if we get above that right now. But again, like I said, we're going to hit resistance here, as we did, or support here, as we are. We're hitting resistance right now. We might get stuck here for a little while and then just start moving back down again. But it went under $2, so I bought some. That was the plan. That's what I did. Hut 8. Hut 8 also came right to my line, bounced, went up, and now it's finding resistance. Hut 8, now we found out, broke down because J Capital Research did a hit piece on Hut saying that they were shorting Hut 8. And as a result, Hut 8 immediately dropped like 30%. They probably already made their money and closed their position on that. So today we fell again a little bit, just 3% though. Not too bad. We came settled down at 839. I mean, if you were looking at Hut up here at, you know, just a few weeks ago at $24, 8 should be very attractive to you if you thought it was worth 24, because if you thought it was worth 24, how's it not worth 8? That's the way I'm looking at Bitcoin miners right now. Honestly, oh man, Hut's one of those ones I want to buy. Like, I do want to buy Hut, and honestly, this looks like a bit like a inverse head and shoulders. And if it does break above this 975 here up to this $10 level, we're gonna probably go right back up to 13 very fast. That could be very nice. The market's closed right now, so I might consider maybe looking at some like 6-month or 1-year options on Hut. That might actually be a decent method for approaching such a large drop, since I don't really want to I don't want to buy too many miners. Like I buy 4 of them right now. 4 is a lot to keep track of. I mean, they generally move the same, but it's a lot to keep track of. I do want to buy Hut. Like I want it, but I don't own it, and I haven't started buying it yet. And I don't know if I will or not, just because I don't want to have so many tickers that I'm following all the time. I kind of just want to have ones that I'm really that are my core that I hold on to, and I don't want to deal with a whole bunch of them. I like talking about them still. Like I like talking about Hut. Hut's a fun chart, but I don't own any yet, and I might do so later, but I don't currently. But I do like this big crash, and I do think that that might be the bottom. That could this could be the bottom. Let's see on a 4-hour chart. Yep, oversold on a 4-hour chart. Nice big candle, like nice big wick at the bottom there. Brought us back up. I like it. I like the way that looks. This could reverse, come back up into this, this box up here pretty quick, actually. I don't know if it will, but good. I mean, if Bitcoin stays down, it won't, but because Bitcoin is the leader of this. So, anyways, that's all I've got for you today. All the Bitcoin miners got into my buy zones. I started buying on all of them. I mean, they're still in decent price areas now. I did release a short earlier today, so I can't always release stuff as it's happening. I did release a short earlier, so if you don't watch my shorts, you should watch my shorts because it's a lot easier for me to just put out something fast that says, hey, this is happening right now on the shorts on YouTube, versus making a video like this. Like right now, I'm doing this in my car over lunch because this was just crazy. And I mean, it's still pretty wild ride out there right now, on all of these things. So with that said, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a profitable day.